Hi guys, this is App Unwrapper. I'm here with The Room, Old Sins, and I'm gonna start a new game for you. I already finished the game, but I wanted to show you what it's like from the start. So, enjoy. Charge 2 keys. So we're in Waldgrave Manor. To find the trail, follow it to the source. Okay, that's all. Yeah, what was that? If you've played these games before, this should all be familiar to you. And 2 hands here. Indeed, something is not right. The dollhouse. Ooh. Something's here. Something's here. It's the eyepiece. You remember the eyepiece? course, you remember the eyepiece. Break the seal, find the null. Yes, we should. Should also see if there's anything in here. Nothing in here. Ooh. We're gonna go inside. So, fluid, it's like water. The foyer. We're in the foyer. So, most of this you can't do anything with. It's decoration to give a sense of place and ambiance. But let's read the book. Etiquette for Husband and Wife. Husbands and Wives by Anthony B. Cartwright. Unloading apparatus by the cartload, and I see my husband transform into a wide-eyed child. He hasn't been this animated since he left the Royal Institute. The men work in silence and stand awkwardly in my presence, hands down, silent. They will not hold my gaze. They look so desperate. I move aside, stay out of their way. Why are certain men so threatened by women of intelligence? Good question. They will warm to me as they come to know me, I am sure. The main thing is that Edward is working again. Aha. Indeed. Alright, let's inspect. It's the room. So there's a table with a puzzle box. Brass mechanical coin. Can't do anything here yet. If you try to put this on. Ah, there we go. It's a puzzle. Let's see. Oh, I got that quickly. Ooh, a family crest. It does look like it belongs on the dollhouse. Aha, up there. So I'm gonna touch this. details on this. So if you inspect this, this looks like it's missing something. Yeah. Look at this deer. Look at that detail. Looks like a metal deer. Looks real. And I see two little arrows, so let's rotate. Aha, another one of these things. Look at that deer though. Okay. Open that up again. It's satisfying to break those seals. Okay. Another one's opening. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Wow, there's something. Opening. Okay. Oh. You can use 2 fingers here. Right. 2 fingers. No, that's not what I needed to do. There we go. Now there's 3. Okay. Oh, okay. And now just one more. There we go. Strange artifact. Uh-oh. It's those tentacles. Remember the tentacles. Oh no. The soundtrack in this game is great. So that's the first chapter, but I want to show you a little more because it just gets so much better after this. You start exploring more rooms. So let's continue. If you're playing it anyways, just don't watch. But if you want to see if you want to pick it up, it really gets better after the first chapter. All right, let's take a look. Look at this artifact. So, I'm gonna open it up. It's a swan figurine. Look how real it looks. They're so good at making realistic objects. Alright, so we have the deer on one side. Let's put the swan here. And we got a model lamp. So look at this whole dollhouse. Here we can put a model lamp. And now it really is going to open up. So that's what I mean by it opening up. We now have access to the whole dollhouse. It's its own puzzle box, which is really great. Basically the whole game. You can explore it, go inside it. It's really great. Check it out. It's so good. I'll play a little bit more for you. So we have another item. You can look for a place to put it. Aha. So it looks like it fits there. And now if you look, this pattern is a little different than this one. So let's try to copy it. So we need to move the centerpiece first. Alright, now, so that one's pointing down, and now the other ones. That one points up. This one points. Yes. And now this one. Oops. Points out. Look at that. We have another room to go into and explore. The study. Let's look around a little. I don't want to ruin everything for you. This is supposed to be just a gameplay video, not a walkthrough. But if you look, there's clues, so this is kind of like a hotspot locator also, because it shows you where things, like some important spots, things that are happening, things you should, like fingerprints, like showing you where the book is. We can look at Manual for the Steam Engine by Thomas Woodbridge. So now it's the husband. That was Abigail. This is Edward. So each book, when you find a new page, it's added to the whole book, so you'll see all the pages in each book. My wife calls, her voice rising up from the hall. Is it today? So soon. My mouth hangs limp as I watch my humble study transform, their entire faculties less well equipped. Some of the machinery I can barely name. I remember a smile. Remember to breathe. Oh, I remember to smile. Remember to breathe. The target of my research is a curious thing, some newly discovered element, the properties of which are ill understood, so rare, so valuable. I catch Abigail beaming and my heart lifts. For once I can give her everything, but I must keep her from these people. The circle is not to be trifled with, and my wife is a curious woman. Interesting. It sounds like we're talking about the void. I mean, not the void, the null. Based on the tentacles and what we know. So here there's a desk with stuff going on. I don't want to spoil everything for you. There's a dial here. But we don't know the answer yet. Oh, it's telling us about hints. There's There's this thing. There's a lot going on, and what I really liked about this game is that you don't necessarily finish a room before moving on to the next. You could find something in here that you need to take to another room and then come back here. So you take stuff back and forth to different rooms. It's really great. And you just pinch to zoom out, and you're back here at the dollhouse. You can explore. There's all sorts of things going on. There's a weather vane here. A gazebo. Look at all the details. There's so much. It's a really big manor to explore, and I really love that we're basically going inside the dollhouse. It really works well. I liked it even more than the last game where you were walking around the manor. This makes a lot more sense for the room series because it's a puzzle box. Look at this. This whole thing is a big puzzle box. It makes so much sense. There's a bell. There's a lot to see here. I love that there's... It looks incomplete. The game gives you a lot of feedback also. You're rarely guessing whether you're missing something or you should be able to solve it already. There's a lot of feedback, which I really like because it's very frustrating to be trying to solve a puzzle and you're not sure if you have all the information yet. So it's good to have feedback. Also great soundtrack, sound effects, interesting story. It's really nice. Pick it up. The Room, Old Sins, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye-bye.